So,
here comes Storm Kathleen, named by the Irish Met Service Met Era.
This was the strength of Storm Kathleen.
The Met Office has issued a yellow weather warning which covers Northern Ireland and much of the west coast of Britain. And in Northern Ireland, it's had an impact. Very high winds there too. Roads closed, some roads closed due to fallen trees and flooding.
Unseasonably deep area of low pressure bringing unseasonably strong wind.
In the yellow warning area, gusts will widely reach 50 miles per hour, but up to 70 miles per hour for coasts and hills.
we decided to go camping close to the coast on a hill. Close to the place we intend to be camping. It's very fucking windy out here. We're in the middle of a storm and we're planning to camp. That's us out for a camp in Storm Kathleen. Oh my god. In case you couldn't tell, it's quite windy. Yeah, that was a mildly dangerous trek along this road. That wind was quite a few points, but we're now thankfully off the main road on this road. Walking down that way to this forest, and that's ideally, hopefully the wind's going to be a bit less down there, and we'll be able to find somewhere to camp with the tent up. Also potentially may have to backtrack if it's too bad. We'll see what happens. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but there's a puddle in the middle of this lane. Those are tadpoles, all of them. Absolutely loads of them. That's amazing. Life will find a way. Unfortunately, we may have stayed on quite a few of them coming through that puddle. So
natural selection. See that wee bunch of trees there just before it?
Yeah.
That's where the bridge is, and then you took a fucking right turn along them trees, and that was the original spot.
So to clarify, we're in the Antrim during Storm Kathleen. We're trying to look for a little spot along the Moyle way. This will be our first time camping in this part of the country. We picked a weekend to do it for sure. So the path ended, and now we're dropping packs and we're gonna go follow this down to see if we can find a way down to a camping site. So we're following this river, or this gully, down to see if we can find where to go. Oh Jesus! Is that a big drop off in front of us, by the way? That's bog again, is it? It's soft, it's not it's gonna get boggy there though.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
It might be better cutting down through these trees here.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll try that and then...
At least I can see that this is a gradual slope. I've no idea what's on the other side of those trees.
Right, well there's the, looks like the bottom in front of us there. Oh, we can get over that, man. Look at the stones, like you can just step over that. You see that on the
side's a fucking steep bank.
Yeah. I mean, we're following it down this way. Oh fuck, actually, do you know what? Now that I'm closer,
That's all fucking...
that's bog. Yeah, you'll sink straight into that.
It does look like it kind of levels off a bit as you go down that way.
There?
Yeah, the bank on the other side looks like it kind of dropped off.
Yeah. I'll try walking through here a wee bit just to see. There is a bank on this side down there, but I mean you have to cross this shit first.
Yeah.
Again, we don't know for a fact we'll be able to get across. I'd say backtrack's probably the best bet, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is part and parcel of wild camping in a place you haven't been before.
Yeah.
You need to check things out before you go anywhere near it, just to make sure you can actually walk through it. And this time it looks like we can, so I'm going to backtrack and try another route, and hopefully...
It's not like we're running out of time to pitch tents, so we're not going to be pitching tents for a while anyway.
Yeah. There's the forest. We had to walk away from it because we couldn't get through that way. We're walking back now. We're all feeling slightly demoralised. So thanks to the fucking Scottish Forestry Service, that which used to be a fucking path leading down, now gone to make way for a tree nursery of trees that have been cut down for firewood. We don't hate the Scottish, but fuck you, Scotland. Fuck you.
Braveheart was shite.
Right, so we've walked even further now. We're all very fucking tired. There's nowhere we can find a camp, and with the wind, anywhere we can camp, probably not going to be massively safe, but we'll see what we're going to do. Bester's not having a good time.
It's not.
Well, storm hasn't died off, it's not raining. We're struggling to find a spot. This is grim. Trying to keep the positive vibes, but fuck.
But at least we'll have our morale.
So, we thought we found somewhere that might have done. We tried to get Bester's tent up, and it looks like we might have sheared it a little bit, which is pretty fucking bad. The wind is fucking horrendous though. I think this might be our first failure, which was going to happen eventually, but you know, I think we might have learned a lesson this time. I'll update you before we figure out exactly what we're doing next, but yeah, looks like we might be done. It's a rainbow.
Yeah, at the end of that rainbow is where this perfect camping site is.
We're making our way back to the car and see what we can do. God.
Yeah.
Hello. So, I don't really know how to say this, but effectively things went pretty tits up. We are now at a campground that we've had to pay for because it was at our drive home. It was a long way home and it was quite late, and we were all very, very tired. I think we walked at least 5 miles today. We tried to set up, and Bester's tent ripped in the wind. It's not permanently damaged, but I mean, we couldn't stay there. So yeah, we're now at the campsite. So yeah, I mean, it's still counting this as the first real field wild camping for us, but you know, fingers crossed. Our tents last night. The wind is pretty horrendous still, and due to get more horrendous at about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm really hoping my tent survives. We tried to set it up. I literally only just got it set up now, and it's maybe about 9 o'clock. Because the wind's just been too bad. But yeah, it's been a thing. But yes, we're now gonna have a few beers and chill, and I think I'm gonna need an early night at this point. But yeah, that's the update, and yeah, I don't know what else to say at this point. It's your turn to explain from your perspective what fucking happened tonight.
Oh, it was a fucking shit show from start to finish. We were misled by technology. We were let down by technology, and eventually our perseverance overcame, and now we're smoking cigars and drinking beer.
Pretty much sums it up, really.
Yeah. And if we had to give up, we could have been smoking cigars, drinking beer in our own house.
So this is the spot that we managed to get last night. Didn't get much filming done because I didn't feel like there was much point in filming anything, because yeah, we're effectively just drinking in that small kitchen room up there until about midnight, and then piled into our beds. Did not sleep very well. Lots of wind throughout the night, and this morning has been really bad. Road closures all over the place as well, so getting home could be interesting. But yeah, it's taken 2 of us to be able to get 1 tent down, so we're going to work on Jerry's next, and then Bester's hopefully going to be up soon, and then we can try and get out of here. And that is the end. Our first failed wild camp, one that we probably should have seen coming at roughly 65 miles per hour. Let's be clear, this was a very risky thing to do. Camping in a storm is not only dangerous for you and for your gear, but it's also inherently dangerous for the emergency workers that will have to come out to retrieve you if something does go wrong. At several points during this trip, we did consider pitching our tents up just due to how tired we were, and you know, thankfully we did not do that, and we made the sensible decision to get out of there while we were still able to. So if you take anything away from this video, apart from the fact that we're utter muppets, it should be that, you know, it's always better to call off a camp and just make that trip back. You know, no camp is worth risking yourself. We are incredibly lucky that the only thing hurting this adventure was our pride and a tent. I also want to give a massive shout out to Andy at Flesk Water Camping. Definitely go and check them out. It's just opened the place recently, and if you're in the Dunloya area, definitely go and check the place out. The website will be in the description below. Yes, thank you for watching. We recently hit 40 subscribers on the channel, which may seem like very low numbers, but every single one of them means so much to me. Hopefully we'll be getting out again in the next month or 2. Things are getting very busy for me personally, but we'll do our best to try and keep the content coming. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and we will see you soon.